Hey friends, I'm Rob Franek. I'm editor-in-chief here at the Princeton Review, and I'm here bringing you an update today. Actually, 3 updates and all 100% related to the LSAT. Now, we published videos about the pandemic-induced switch over to the LSAT Flex. That's, of course, the online, remotely proctored version of the LSAT. So if you're interested in learning more about that exam itself, be sure to take a peek at those segments here on our YouTube channel. But today, we're here to talk about, again, 3 new updates. The first of which is not too much of a big surprise, but it's important to note. The LSAT Flex itself will continue to be offered in August in lieu of the in-person LSAT scheduled for August 29th in both the US and Canada. Now, the LSAT Flex will be given starting Saturday, August 29th, and continuing over the course of that full week. Now, registration is open until July 15th. So if you're planning to take the August LSAT, you still have time to actually sign up. If you'd prefer to wait for an in-person test, you can opt to get a coupon for a future test date through April of 2021. That's update 1. Number 2 is one that we think that you'd be glad to hear. LSAC, that's the Law School Admission Council, who administers the LSAT test, has created a new score preview option. So if you're a first-time LSAT test taker and you'd like to see your score before deciding whether to keep it as part of your LSAC transcript that gets reported to all schools, you can now pay for that particular privilege. Now, score preview will cost $45 for candidates who sign up prior to the first day of testing, and then $75 for candidates who sign up during a specified period after the conclusion of your actual testing dates. Now, important thing to note, if you're a first-time test taker and you already have an approved LSAT fee waiver, you can receive your score preview option free of charge. Note also that you can't sign up for score preview after you've seen your score, and this is an option only available for first-time test taker. So the big question is, should you do this? It's on the mind of a lot of our students at the Princeton Review, so if it's on yours, you're not alone. But here's the thing. If you're anxious about the test and you are able to afford it, you can certainly follow the score preview route. But keep in mind that we don't expect law schools to penalize you for less than optimal scores if you take the exam again and you earn a better score. So you can also just opt to wait for your score, and if you don't do well as you had hoped, you can simply take the exam again, which is what you'd have to do anyway if you were to cancel your score. Now, if you take the exam and you just know you didn't do as well as you had hoped, you can cancel your score before seeing it without having to pay the score preview option. Ultimately, this is all up to you, and it's going to be based on your comfort level. So, if you're wondering when you'll see your scores, whether you choose to opt to preview them or not, you should expect to get your scores around September 18th. Now, if you opted for the preview option, then you'll have a full 6 calendar days to decide if you want to keep your score, but if you don't do anything, your scores will automatically get added to your LSAC file. If you're interested in purchasing the score preview option, then you can start around August 1st. Now finally, this leads me on to my third and promised update, and this is directly in response to requests from law schools themselves. LSAC is reinstating the requirement for all test takers to complete the LSAT writing sample before they could receive their score for the August LSAT Flex or any future LSAT or LSAT Flex exams. What this means, and this is super important, folks, is that if you get your score, on the LSAT Flex on September 18th, you'll need to have completed at least one LSAT writing sample. But take some solace in the knowledge that LSAC will open up the LSAT writing 8 days prior to each test administration. So you'll have plenty of time to make sure that you take care of that requirement. And please note that if you'd like to take the LSAT Flex, but you need a loaner device or a quiet, internet-equipped space, LSAC is ready and willing to work with you to try to address your needs. And of course, if the LSAT is in your future, then take a free practice test with us. Just click on the link below to get yours. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on exams and admission and much, much more. If there's a topic that you'd like me or our team to cover here at the Princeton Review, please leave us in the comment section and we'll do our level best to do just that. Again, Rob Franek, I'm editor-in-chief here at the Princeton Review. I'll be back with you again tomorrow. Take care.